All right. It is Ground Zero Florida, your host, David Washington. That's me. And thank you for joining me again for another episode of this flagship podcast of the Jay and Washington Network. Okay, so I got to read this. I'm going to read this to get this started. If the government accidentally sent you $1 million check, would you cash it? Today, we're talking about a $236 billion mistake in payments to people, organizations who should not have received this money, and why fixing this problem isn't as simple as balancing your checkbook. This is phenomenal. We're talking about DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, on a rampage. The DOGE bros, big balls, Elon Musk, they are on a rampage across federal government, searching for fraud, waste, corruption, and saving the American tax dollar or taxpayer tax dollars. Okay? So DOGE aims to slash $236 billion in improper federal payments. But can Trump's new efficiency commission really eliminate waste in 6 months? Elon and his team have approximately 6 months on paper, maybe longer. So today we're going to look at the challenges from Medicare's $51 billion mishap to unemployment's $48 billion blunder, and uncover smart strategies to safeguard taxpayer dollars. So let's look at these numbers real quick as I go through this. Annual improper federal payments remain high. You have to understand, improper payments have grown sharply over the last few decades, from 35 billion or 1.6% of outlays to $236 billion in 2003, accounting for 3.8% of outlays. And that's just crazy. That's just too much. 2003, 1.6% of all outlays. 2023, 20 years later, it now accounts for 3.8% of outlays. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. The amount of outlays, improper payments in the outlays, reached $281 billion in 2021. That was the peak at 4.1% of all total outlays. About 200 billion or 85% of the improper payments in 2023 came from the following 6 programs. Medicare, 51 billion. $51 billion went to improper payments. Medicaid, 50 billion. 1 billion less than Medicare. $50 billion went to improper payments. Unemployment insurance, $48 billion. Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP. You all heard that before during the pandemic. $23 billion. They are scratching that back already. During the Biden administration, there's been a program scratching that money back. So it's happening. Earned Income Tax Credit, EITC, $22 billion in overpayments in the Earned Income Tax Credit. And then SSI, Supplemental Security Income, $5 billion. It's a lot of taxpayer dollars going to organizations and people who should not be receiving it. So some of the ideas of addressing this include, of course, better technology. Of course, better technology. The technology systems are antiquated in our federal government, and we need to update our systems. our computer systems, our programs. Okay? Period. Yes, it will cost money. However, the cost savings from the new technology will be evident. Okay? So, another solution. Many of these programs should seek legislative authority for prepayment reviews for Medicare claims. They should utilize cross program analytics from Small Business Administration to improve the PPP and other program payouts. Digitizing, yes, digitizing information from taxpayers who file paper returns so that we can examine the EITC payments, the earned income tax credit, and then of course identifying and correcting the cause of overpayments to ticket to work recipients within SSI. Those are just some of the solutions. And technology plays an important part in addressing this. We need to consolidate identity verifying across agencies and programs. The House of Representatives passing certain laws to allow the Government Accountability Office to do more, to have a little bit more of the resources it needs to find efficiencies. And this is just part of a larger battle. But however, accountability should be mainstream across all departments, across all of federal government, across businesses. And the transparency is important to restore trust in government. And that's why DOGE is there, to restore that trust in government. Again, we forgot AI. Use AI to make a better tool in keeping track of the resources that are going out, payments to Americans who deserved it, who earned it, who qualified for it. So, in closing, eliminating improper federal payments requires a delicate balance between rapid fund distribution and meticulous oversight, demanding innovative solutions beyond quick fixes. And that's where we want to double down on those efficiencies, those innovative efficiencies that are ready, that are there, that are being used by DOGE to save Americans money, to show transparency, and of course, restore trust in government. So this was a quick, 1-2 punch, but I want to let you know that saving government from itself is important. And government is of the people, by the people, and for the people. And government is to work for you. And you are government. Our neighbors are government. Our family members are government. Our friends are government. And so for it to be successful, we need to be involved. It's our civic duty to be civically engaged. And not just with a vote, but to hold ourselves accountable, hold our electeds accountable, and hold our government accountable. Stay involved, stay aware. If it takes 5, 10, 15 minutes a day, reading the newspaper, listening to a specific podcast about what's happening in government, it is worth it. There's so much going on. It's just mind-boggling. But the more you know, the better informed citizens we are, and the better America we will become. So please like, share, hit the notification button, all that good stuff. We love to hear what you have to say. Think about those numbers. So billions of dollars. After a while, it's just numbers, and you hear it so many times. But money is important in this day and age. With people struggling across our nation, saving as much as we can, and making sure it's available. The proper resources are available for those of us who aren't as fortunate as others to benefit from the American dream. So again, please comment. I love to hear what you have to say. Please bring your facts, not your feelings, because we love to hear what you have to say and have an honest, intelligent, tactful, transparent conversation with our community, Ubuntu. Again, this is Ground Zero Florida. Don't forget to check out our other podcasts. We have a new one. It is called Gateway Advantage, and that is with Ted Bogert of the Ted Show here in Central Florida, very popular, and myself. And we will be touching on a lot of things that are Central Florida and Florida related, but also important to the nation. And it is tied to Ted's Gateway. And that is a virtual community that is doing really great things, and it's going to do even better things with the introduction of a lead gen partnership, a token. So, I'm really excited about that. So do some research on tokens and many other initiatives that we believe will be beneficial to our community here in Central Florida. So don't forget, Gateway Advantage is available here on our platform, our YouTube network. Also, don't forget, From the Margins with James Afont and yours truly, James Afont, a legacy Democrat here in Florida, giving his perspective on the politics of the Democrats, or Democratic politics, however you want to put it. And don't forget the David Washington Show weekly, my perspective, my opinion on issues that are relevant to you, to me, and to our community. And then, of course, my private journal on politics and campaign management and campaign and political advising, Countertop Politics, every Monday morning, 5 minutes or thereof of campaign insight, political innuendo, and the secret sauce to winning strategies. So again, I'm David Washington. Thank you again for tuning in to this particular platform, Ground Zero Florida, our flagship podcast for the Jay and Washington Network. We will see you the next time. And thank you.